Re-Logic and Klei Entertainment's Don't Starve Together / Terraria crossover event is out now for your eye to see, everyone. And it's even bigger and better than we thought it would be. The worlds have collided to bring us new bosses, loot, foodies, skins, and plenty more for both universes, mind you. And there's even some quote-unquote in real life bonuses to potentially snatch up as well. But while I do actually hope to return to Terraria myself to see the changes there, let us stick to our bread and butter here today, yes? Let's talk about what else is new in Don't Starve Together beyond this very awesome main menu. And it all starts with this guy, the Conspicuous Chest. No, it's no Terraria mimic at the end of the day. However, it does have some tricks up its sleeve, actually. For you see, not only does it come with its own set piece, said set piece actually varies world to world. Now you might have to navigate some sticky white stuff to get to one. It is entirely possible for a chest to generate in the smack dab middle of a mini guardian pig set piece as seen here. Or perhaps the chest will be sitting on its own somewhere near a burned out pig house and evil flowers, just waiting to burn you down too. Cause as you have guessed, this is no ordinary chest. Whatever the case though, the thing loves to generate in forest biomes, mind you, and will offer randomized loot. Furthermore, it will spawn in older worlds too. But let's talk the one piece of loot that never changes, the terrarium. Now at first it might just seem like an item meant for nothing more than a light show or perhaps even decoration. However, that is only due to us trying to actually have said light show at the wrong time of day. Activate a terrarium at night, and the true show will begin. A beam of pixelated light will rocket in the sky. The game will warn you that something big and bad is coming, just like Terraria does, which is an awesome touch. And after a few seconds, all eye will be on you, as the Eye of Terror is here, folks. It is a new boss fight of sorts, with all new mechanics and an absolutely amazing score to go along with it, so be prepared. The Eye of Terror has 5,000 health, deals a potential 125 damage a hit, spawns eye babies, and even has a charge attack that you will definitely need speed to dodge for sure. It's nothing too difficult though, as it does kind of telegraph its charge attack with a spin beforehand, mind. And don't fret about actually killing it before daytime, as just like Terraria, the fight can be continued come the next night. Heck, you can take as many nights as you want, honestly, I think. Continuing the fight, though, will eventually lead you to this thing's second phase. And here's where things might get a little dicey. Its eye mouth will open. It will charge far more often and do so back to back to back to back, as you can see. And it will spawn even more eggs of terror as well. But speaking of, these eggs take quite a bit to actually wake up, so dodging Mama Eye first and then taking them out while they're sleeping is quite ideal. Again, the whole thing is nothing hard, but do bear in mind that it does have a close range melee attack that it can do on occasion, so be mindful there. Keep the dodging and weaving up though, and eventually the would-be Eye of Cthulhu will shut itself forever. Well, kind of, but we'll get to that. For now though, let us talk its unique loot, as it's the start of some of the best loot this game has ever seen, I think. The Eye of Terror will drop something called an eye mask, and it is essentially a reskinning of a football helmet, as they both share the same armor stats at the end of the day. But very much unlike a football helmet, this thing can be repaired by shoving food in its gullet. Yes, everyone. As long as we keep this thing fed, we can keep its durability up forever. And the better the hunger value of the food, the better the durability gains at one time will be. Very, very cool. But be mindful, if it gets down to 0, it's gone. The Eye of Terror will also drop stuff called Milky Whites, which is a new food item that can restore 12.5 hunger and 8 health, but will still hit us for 20 sanity each munch. It's not great, but it's more than a meal if you know how to use it. The update also brings with it a new critter to adopt in the rock den called the Friendly Peeper. And at the cost of 1 milky white and some bacon and eggs, it can be yours forever. Now, it's nothing too special like the mothling pet, unfortunately, but still, who wouldn't take an eye for an eye? And lastly, the Eye of Terror will also drop its very own figure sketch for its very own really big and really cool looking statue here. Enjoy 'em. But hold up, Beard. I finished the fight, yet my terrarium looks empty and useless now. What gives? Is this only a one-time deal? No, that's just simply because it doesn't have a charge to it anymore, folks, and will actually require you to wait out its 15-ish day cooldown. So yes, this does mean that both fights are highly repeatable, just like all the other bosses in this game. But hold up, times two. Both fights? What's the second one, and how do we actually get it? Well, by corrupting the terrarium with nightmare fuel, of course. Do so, wait until nightfall once again to activate the terrarium, wait a little longer for something even worse to arrive, and be very prepared to have all eyes on you this time around, as the twins of terror are here, folks. Both Retinosaur and Spasmatism here boast 10,000 health, 250 damage hit potentially, a charge attack, eyeball babies, and yes, a second phase each. They are essentially just two Eyes of Terror at once, but they are no joke. Having to juggle two of these bosses with their unique movesets is very, very tough, even with speed on your side. So my advice is to simply eliminate one of them from the fight immediately. Be it a pan flute or an ice staff, rendering one immobile until the other is dead will make the fight a million times easier, otherwise you will truly be in for a terrible night. You do this, you're gonna have a chance. Stick to how you fight the Eye of Terror too, and you'll do even better. Good luck. Oh, and yes, just like the Eye of Terror fight, this one can't continue come the next night if need be, but word of warning. Once one of these things is dead, the other will immediately switch to its phase 2 form for the rest of the fight as revenge, so to speak. Manage to make it though, and enjoy the gears, nightmare fuel, doodads, and even gems from killing both of these things. But that's not all, as they will also drop the Shield of Terror, everyone. And guys, say hello to one of the best weapons this game may have ever seen up to this point, as it's not just a weapon. It's an armor too. Offering the same protection and durability as a football helmet, the shield will offer us its 51 damage a bonk and may even hit faster than most other melee weapons at the end of the day. And yep, you guessed it, we can also feed it to re-up its durability. Simply amazing. But before we move on to some of the other surprises within this update, don't forget the twin statue here either, as they too are very cool looking. But yes, some of the more random changes from this update. The quote-unquote nerf to meatballs, and some more frozen bananas. The former is seen here through the new crockpot dish called Bunny Stew, and it offers 37.5 hunger, 5 sanity, and 20 health to pop. Not bad. So while the recipe has changed, that health is light years above a normal meatball, so I'm actually pretty okay with this. It's not a bad meal at all. And while the same can be said about the new frozen banana daiquiri here with its 18.8 hunger, 15 sanity, and a respectable 30 health to slurp, bananas are still too tedious to amass in this game, so unfortunately, this really good recipe might go underutilized moving forward. But to wrap up the event, 2 last notes. The world preset options now let us choose both the Taste of Terraria and Caves of Terraria world generation settings. However, all this means is a few tweaks to existing settings, unfortunately. Seriously, just select them and simply scroll through the menus to see the changes to your worlds. That's it. I feel like a little more could have been done here, but oh well. I think the rest makes up for it. Especially when we haven't even gotten to the plethora of skins yet. Keep your eyes open for a crossover skin showcase coming soon. And there you have it, everyone. Klei Entertainment and Re-Logic's Terraria / Don't Starve Together crossover event update. Well, at least on the Don't Starve Together side of things, that is. 2 new boss fights, 2 new pieces of kit that might be some of the best yet, new foodies, skins, and more. Wow. Many thanks to both teams for bringing it all together. Here's the more to come. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. Be sure to take an eye for an eye by playing both games this weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.